Hello, my dear students. How are you? I hope you all are safe and sound and doing your studies sincerely. I'm Shweta Gupta, your social studies teacher. Today I'm going to teach lesson 4 of your social studies book, and the topic of the lesson is evolution of transport. Children, what do we mean by transport? Well, transport is a system or means of conveying or carrying or taking people or goods from place to place. And what do we mean by evolution? It means gradual development. Development that happens slowly. The evolution of transportation, just like the evolution of humankind, has gone through many hits and trials as it has evolved through time. Though in history, man has slowly and with care developed means of transportation to where it is today. Many modes of transport have evolved and many more have gone extinct. As the human understanding increases with the passage of time, the modes of transport have also developed as well. So children, it says that as the human brain developed, there was development in science and technology, and so as the time passed by, the means of transportation also developed. So let us learn this gradual development of the modes of transport since the beginning of the human history. Invention of the wheel and beginning of transport. So children, in the early times, there was no wheel and no vehicle. Early humans had to walk long distances and had to carry the load and the dead animals on their back. They also used animals like horses, donkeys, bullocks for carrying heavy load, but they took lot of time. So children, as you can see in the given pictures, that how they used to carry heavy load on their back, and then how early human used animals to carry heavy load. Then they developed raft and sledges to carry heavy things. So now what is raft and sledges? Let's learn about it. Well, raft is a platform of straight logs that could float on water. Now children, what do we mean by log? Well, log is a part of the trunk of a tree, or it could be a large branch of a tree that has fallen or been cut off. And children, log are very light in weight, so they can float on water. And now what is the meaning of sledge? Well, sledge is a cart which is made up of logs that could move on the smooth ground. The invention of the wheel appeared in the late Neolithic age around 3500 BC. And how this invention happened? Well, early humans realized that round logs of wood could move easily on the ground. And children, this idea was converted into the invention of wheels. And children, the invention of wheel was a major milestone in the history of human development. And what do we mean by milestone? Well, it's a very important event. First wheel was made by cutting log into round. And children, wheel was first used by potters and later it was used for transportation. Now look in the given picture. Yes, this is the picture of wheels. with spokes. The first evidence of wheeled vehicles appeared in the second half of the 4th millennium BC in Mesopotamia and Central Europe. Invention of wheel made the land transport easier and faster. After the invention of wheel, people started using carts to transport goods and chariots. And you know what is chariot? Well, it is a two-wheeled or four-wheeled vehicle which is drawn by horses, or bullock carts to travel. Even boats with oars were invented to travel in water bodies. Horses were commonly used for transportation, especially in chariots, during the medieval period. So now let's learn about transportation in Middle Ages. So, transportation in Middle Ages was not much advanced. Traveling by water was a lot more efficient as there weren't any roads yet. Boats were made of wood and most were powered by wind. Since there were no roads, people preferred to travel by water instead of land. Wagons were used to pull heavy loads around. So children, what was wagon? Well, wagon was a vehicle with four wheels, usually pulled by horses, and it was used for carrying heavy loads. Right? In 400 AD, the muddy tracks were replaced by roads as wheels of the wheeled carts could not roll over shaky or unstable ground. So, this way, roads were started constructing during the Middle Age. With the rise in transportation, trade and travel also increases throughout the Europe. As the roads were started building, there was a rise in transportation, and as there was rise in transportation, trade and travel also increases to a great extent. Last point, transportation by both land and sea flourished. Flourished means developed to a great extent during the Middle Ages, and it leads to rapid economic growth. Means of transport have evolved to a great extent over the period of time. Even the far off places can be reached within the time span of few hours. With the advancement in science and technology, quicker means of transport have been made. And now, children, the, we can see that the modern means of transport is so much developed. And now we can divide the modern means of transport into three parts. First, land transport. Second, air transport. Third, water transport. So let us learn about these three types of transport in detail. Land transport includes two things, roads and railways. And children, in the picture, can you see the different means of transport, especially the land transport? Well, so first of all, let us come to the road transport. Fast means of transport like cars, buses, scooters and trucks need pakka roads. And children, do you know that pakka roads are made of stone and coal tar, which make them very strong. We have a large network of pakka roads that connect all the important cities of our country. National highways and the state highways are the surfaced roads. Now children, look at these pictures. These are the different means of road transport. Well, there are buses, trucks, tractor, cars, scooters, etc. in these pictures. And all these are the different means of road transport. Now children, let us learn about different types of roads. The first one is national highways. These roads connect state capitals and important cities in India. The second one is state highways. These roads connect important cities, towns and district headquarters within a state. And you know children, national highways and state highways are the surfaced roads or the road with a hard smooth surface, or we can say they are the paved road or metalled roads. Now the third type of roads are district roads. These roads connect important towns of a district with the district headquarters in the state. And the last type of roads are border roads. These roads connect our land borders with the rest of the country. Now let's come to rail transport. Railways are an ideal and important means of long distance transport. Children, as we all know that when we have to do a long distance journey, we usually prefer to take rail transport, right? In India, the first train steamed off from Mumbai to Thane in 1863, covering a distance of 34 kilometers. We have the largest railway network in Asia and the fourth largest in the world. Railways help in carrying heavy and bulky goods like coal, minerals, food grains, fertilizers, cement, etc. Longest railway route is between Jammu Tawi in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. Such a long distance, right? Some trains like Tejas Express, Rajdhani and Shatabdi Express run at a very fast speed. Tejas Express is the fastest train in our country with maximum speed of 160 km per hour. At present, you know children, Vande Bharat is the fastest train in India. Indian Railways comprises 65,416 kilometers route covering about 7,500 stations. Now, let us learn something about metro railway system. The metro railway system is used to travel within city. I hope children, you all must have experienced the journey of metro train. And how was your experience? I hope it was very nice. Kolkata has underground railway called the Metro and its operation began on 24 October 1984. Delhi is the second city of India to have metro rail. Its operation began on 24 December 2002. Delhi Metro is the world's 12th largest metro rail system. Its total length is 218 km and the number of stations is 164. Its annual ridership is about 1,001 million passengers as per the year 2016-2017. Other cities in India where metro operations has already begun are Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai and Kochi. Children, many of you must have traveled by aeroplane. How did you feel when you were inside the plane? Did you feel like a bird flying high in the sky? So, now let us learn something about air transport. Air transport is the fastest means of transport. It is one of the most advanced and developed means of transportation that helps to reach places where road and rail cannot reach, that is, jungles, deserts, and mountainous areas. Travel by air is comfortable but costly, and moreover, it saves lots of our time. Helicopters can land in small areas and are useful in mountains and terrain. These are useful during disasters for providing rescue operations, especially during the natural disasters like flood, earthquake, etc. International airport is the airport where flights take off to different countries. Aerodrome is a small airport catering to domestic flights. Children, domestic flights are the flights that operate or that work within a country. There are 17 international airports and 88 domestic aerodromes in our country. Some important airports of India are Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport at Mumbai, Indira Gandhi International Airport at Delhi, Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport at Kolkata, and Meenambakkam Airport at Chennai. Now, let us learn about water transport. The progress of a country largely depends on a good water transport network. And do you know how, children? Because most of the trade happens through water transport network. Although slow, modern sea transport is a highly effective method of transporting large quantities of non-perishable goods. And what do we mean by non-perishable goods? Well, the goods which do not decay or get spoiled for a long period of time. India has 7,517 km long coastline with 13 major ports and 200 non-major ports. India has the largest merchant shipping fleet among the developing countries. And do you know what is the meaning of merchant shipping fleet? Means the network of ships which are used for the purpose of trade with other countries. The main 13 seaports in India are at Kolkata, Paradeep, Visakhapatnam, Chennai, Ennore, Tuticorin, Port Blair, Cochin, New Mangalore, Mumbai, Jawaharlal Nehru Port and Kandla. A developed water system greatly helps the country in international trade because goods can be carried cheaply for exchange and trade. So this way, different means of transport system has made our life more comfortable and advanced. So this way, we comes to the end of the lesson. I hope you all have very well understood that how different means of transport have evolved from the beginning of the human history till the modern age. And I hope you all have enjoyed this journey from the invention of the wheel to the modern age advanced means of transport. Now children, this is your assignment. Answer the following questions. Question number 1. Name the invention that made the early humans' life faster and easier. Your answer is the invention of wheel made the early humans' life faster and easier. Question number 2. How did the early human get the idea of the invention of the wheel? Answer is the early human realized that round logs of wood could move easily on the ground. This idea was converted into the invention of the wheel. Question number 3. What was the change in transportation in the Middle Ages? Answer is in 400 AD, the muddy tracks were replaced by roads as wheels could not roll over shaky or unstable ground. This leads to the rise in land transportation, and even the transportation at sea flourished in the Middle Ages. Question number 4. Write in brief about Metro Rail System of India. Answer is the metro rail system is used to travel within a city. In India, Kolkata has an underground metro rail system. It began on 24 October 1984. Delhi is the second city in India to have the metro rail. Its operation began on 24 December 2002. The Delhi Metro is the world's 12th largest metro. There are other cities in India where the metro operations have already begun. Question number 5 and the last question, comment on the modern water transport in India. India has nearly 7,517 km long coastline with 13 major ports and 200 non-major ports. India has the largest merchant shipping fleet among the developing countries. So children, you are going to do all these question answers in your notebook in a very neat and clean handwriting. And this way your lesson is complete. Thank you, my dear students.